What is good, bullies gang? It's King Bully bringing you another video for you guys today. Now today's video will be giving you the best informative video that I ever made in Call of Duty or in my lifespan of being a YouTuber. Now before we get into the topic, I would like to say Happy New Year to all of y'all. It is 2018. The grind's gonna be real. Make sure y'all tell me our New Year's resolution. My New Year resolution is basically grind to my full potential and grind for what I deserve. Go to my full potential, you already know it. But let's get straight up into the video without wasting any precious time. So first things first, as you see by the title, you might be wondering, there's actually 3 sets of perks that you're able to choose from. Now, not even choose from, like 3 sets of perks that you're able to use. Now, if you don't know what a perk 3 system is, it's basically perk 1, perk 2, perk 3. Now, if you haven't played like all the CODs, especially Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, like IW, like anything else, like even not even jetpacks, like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, anything else for like all CODs, you have been wondering that it's like 3 sets of perks. Now, you might be in, like playing World War 2 and be like, yo, why is it not like the same thing as like always? Like, it's always been the same thing, but now it's not. But it basically is the same thing, but the way that Sledgehammer actually twisted was making y'all like sort of confused. So let's get straight up into this thing, right? I'm gonna start explaining it. So the third perk, at least for this game, is optional, which is the basic training. You already know it's forage, sleight of hand, like which is hustle. We have pride and etc. Right? So as soon as we get into this, you're gonna start understanding like what am I talking about. So since that's like the third perk, right? So it's optional. Now we get into like these divisions. I'm gonna start off with the first one, which is Mountain. So Mountain is basically gives you a whole bunch of perks that you didn't like really realize. So I'm gonna start off with the first thing, which is sniper sharpshooting. The second thing that they able to give you since you reach level 2 is always invisible to enemy recon aircraft. Then the third thing that they always give you is hitting to players control streets. The fourth thing is silent movement. Now, as you see by the fourth thing, it's automatically dead silence. You're able to relate the fourth thing, which is silent movement, to dead silence, which is one perk. One perk out of like, that's one perk. So like basic training, that's one perk. Now the division, it gives you 2 perks, right? Hitting the player control streets. Now that could be like assigned to like blind eye and like and cold-blooded, which is basically 2 more perks. So in that set, it's basically like 4 perks. So it's basically 4 perks out of that entire set. It's basically 4 perks. And now another perk is basically always invisible to enemy recon aircraft, which is Go. So basically that's basically 5 perks right there that have been like that's actually 5 perks. Like look at the description between like these settings and these like the descriptions. So it's the certain perks that I just said. Death silence, which is the 4th one. Blind and cold-blooded, which could be related to the 3rd one. The 2nd one, it basically goes plus the basic training, that is 5 different perks. And the third, like the last one, is like automatically, which is basic training, which is optional. But everything else is basically different perks. So y'all might be like, oh wait, hold up, because it's actually true. It's actually different perks. But the way that they have it, which is like, it's basically like specialists. So specialists basically give you like a certain ability. Now, if you have been playing like all the jetpacking class, I know I got a lot of jetpacking like viewers. But let me not throw shade. But other than that, like it basically give you like certain abilities. So this is basically specialist. Like it's giving you certain abilities and certain perks. So like you have to take advantage of that. Now let me get into a second one. Let me see. Infantry, right? So now, if you have been like an expert, not even an expert, not even a veteran, if you have been playing COD in general, like the non-jetpacking COD, you have been realizing certain things. Now, let me get off with this infantry. First thing first is a rifle bayonet. Second thing is additional primary attachment. The third one is extra magazines. And the 4th one is move significantly faster while aiming down sights. Now, 4th thing, you can automatically result that as a stalker. Now, if you ever been playing like jetpack COD, stalker is basically aim down. It's basically stoppable as like a perk size. So that's basically the 2nd perk if you're able to like basic training. Then the 3rd one, now if you haven't played Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, or anything else, and as soon as you unlock that pro form of scavenger, it basically gives you like an entire full magazine. Like you're gonna have like full things. Like you don't have to pick up any more ammo. It's basically like a maxed out version. Like you have all the ammo that you need right there. So that's basically like a second, like the second option from scavenger. So they basically, instead of giving you like the entire scavenger, they basically give you half the scavenger, which is like another set of perks. So then the second thing, which is additional primary attachment. Now in basic training, you could basically like use that as in prime. So they basically give you prime, second option of scavenger, and stalker, which is 4 different perks in this one like Like it's crazy because like the fourth one is a fourth, and then like 3 different perks. So you basically have 4 perks right there. Now you overpower with that, especially with the 5 perks. Now you overpower with like even 4 perks. Now we can move into a second division. Now y'all might be realizing like, bro, like y'all might be starting to understand like these is actually perks that you can relate to. Like all these like division things that I'm saying, that I'm reading to y'all, it's basically all like these perks that have been like being used throughout the entire like COD history that they have been using. So like they basically reverted it and they basically changed it to where like it's not really a perk 3 system, but it's actually a perk 3 system or perk 4, or even a perk 5. So I'm gonna be using to like, I'm gonna go to like one of the like most common, I should rather say, which is the airborne, which is for SMGs. Now SMG suppressor, let me get straight into that. Like SMG suppressor, which is the first one. The second one is sprint for longer distances. Third one is climb over obstacles faster. And the fourth one is increased sprint speed. Now, if you haven't played COD, like even the boots on ground back again, you know, we can relate all of these things to extreme conditioning and marathon. Not even marathon, I said marathon. Marathon, I don't know what I was just saying, but you can relate it to marathon, which is basically 3 perks right there. 2 perks right there, which allow you to like sprint, climb, and do everything faster, reach the things faster, you already know. So that's extreme conditioning, and that's marathon. So that's basically 2 perks right there, plus the basic training, which is 3 perks, which is kind of crazy, you know. Like that's already 3 perks right there, and like that's basically like the standard setting of everything. That's the 3 perk system. That's basically the standard setting. But right there, as you see right there, that is 3 perks right there. So like these divisions, you might be like, oh, people already talked about like this having like certain abilities, but no, all the abilities that's right there and like in the game with the divisions, those are all perks. Those are not just abilities, those are all perks that have been used throughout the entire like basic like COD history that y'all haven't been realizing. So we did infantry, we did mountain, and we did airborne. So let me get straight up into the next one, which is armored. Now armored divisions basically give you LMG, bipod, I don't know what that is. But the second one is immune to shell shock and tactical equipment. Third one is take less fire damage, take significantly less explosive damage. Now the fourth one, you can automatically think flak jacket. Like flak jacket, if you don't know, it basically take less damage, less fire damage, less like explosive damage or anything in that source of area. So like the third and the fourth thing is also automatically just flak jacket. Now the second thing, you can automatically like think, oh, it has to be only one thing, which is tactical mask. Now tactical mask have been like a not even a worldwide thing, but it only been like, I only seen it in like Black Ops, like Treyarch, like sort of like games. So like basically the immune to like shock charges, you already know that. Like it's basically all like immune to like all of those things. So like that's basically 3 sets of perks, which is the normal sets of perks. And like that's bro, like they have actually added the perk 3 system without none of y'all actually realizing. They have been adding more perks that y'all able to use without y'all realizing. Like y'all are basically overpowered right now. It's basically like a fair point basically. So like y'all all have more than 3 or more perks that y'all haven't been realizing. So let's get straight up into the last one. I'm pretty sure it's like that fire shotgun one. And I'm not even gonna say his name because it just gets me pissed off with these fire shotguns. Oh my god. Now, now, I'm gonna read y'all things. The first thing is gonna instantly get me mad. This first one gonna get me mad. Shotgun incendiary shells. I don't want to be doing this division. The second one is select the PS tactical and lethal equipment. Third one is store equipment faster, farther while sprinting. The fourth one is resupply equipment from killed enemies. Now the fourth one can instantly say scavenger once again. Now they basically give you 3 options of scavenger right there throughout the entire like divisions, I'm pretty sure. So like that scavenger, like if you haven't played, I'm pretty sure it's Black Ops 2 or even like most of Call of Duties, that when you like actually throw your like equipment anywhere, that you actually pick up a scavenger and actually give you more lethal and tacticals in order to be used. And like the next one, which is like basically throwing the equipment faster while sprinting and stuff, which will also be related to fast hands. So I hope y'all actually get an understanding of this perk 3 system or like the perk system that I'm actually talking about. Make sure you leave a like, tag your favorite YouTubers, tell them about this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video or a live stream. I am out. Peace.